Hi, Donald here with Floating Feathers Kayak Fly Fishing School with another tips and tricks. This tips and tricks is on paddle signals or paddle communication signals. And what I mean by that is there is a way to communicate on the water if your voices are not able to be heard, or if you just can't communicate any other way, radios, phones, things like that. It's a very visual indicator or indication as to other paddlers what you're doing and or what they should do based on your signals. What I mean by that is there's some basic signals here, and we're going to go over a few of those. Okay, so when you're on the water and you're trying to communicate, and you come up, you've got your paddle in your hand, in your arms, whatever you want to call it, and you need to signal somebody to do a certain thing. We're going to go over a few of these signals right here. So first one we're going to go over is stop. Okay, so if you want to, if you're trying to communicate to somebody, to have them stop right where they are, don't come any closer, don't move, don't do nothing. The signal is you're going to hold the kayak paddle just like this and raise it up and down. That means stop. Okay, again, raise it up and down. Okay, if you want the paddler that you're watching or the paddler that is watching you to back up, okay, you're going to take the paddle just like this. Okay, I'm going to swap this around. I'm going to swap this like this, all right? And you're going to wave it back and forth just like this, okay? This means back up. They come too far up. Sometimes this is used in getting back from the ocean or surf, right? You want them to back up and wait, right? That's a good thing to use it on. It's also handy if you're trying to just communicate that wait their turn or there's something coming around the corner they may not be able to see. So just back up, right? The next one is if I want the paddler to go in that direction, okay, I'm going to angle that blade of my kayak paddle up in that direction and then move it up in that direction. So I want you to go that way. I want you to go that way. Go that way, right? So that is the motion, okay? Again, if I want the kayak paddler to go that way, I'm going to communicate, tilt my paddle up, my blade up this way, and move it at an angle in that direction. So I want that paddler to go that way, okay? If everything is done and that paddler is safe to come to your location or where you're at, that spot, you're going to hold the paddle straight up and down as you can and just raise it up and down, right? You can do this right here, right? You can hold it or you can just slightly move it. The movement gets a little attention. The holding it does get attention. Of course, if you're using bright colored blades, it really gets attention, all right? The next one is if I am in trouble and I need help, okay? So you're going to go and you're going to raise this kayak just like this, your paddle just like this, okay? And you're going to raise it like this. The biggest part is this signal up here is getting the help signal. This means help. I need help, okay? I don't want you to confuse this with the back up, all right? The help is straight up and down, and then you move it back and forth. This means help. You can also use your emergency whistle if it's an emergency, okay? So if you have emergency whistle on your PFD, use that in combination with this if you need it. This also just may communicate to the other paddlers that you need help. You may have dropped something overboard, whatever kind of help you need. This is just a help signal, right? Nice back and forth movement. The next ones actually don't involve the paddle at all. So I'm going to put this paddle right back here on the wall. Okay, so the next one is you're trying to signal to them that you're okay. Maybe you just did the help signal and then you figured out you got your situation fixed, or somebody else saw your paddle signal and you want to let them know that you're okay. It's very simple. You just pat the top of your head. Don't rub your belly and pat your head, okay? That's not what we're doing. We're just patting our head, okay? Just pat your head a few times, right? I'm okay. That's what that means, okay? The next one is also a hand signal, okay? Now, if I want the paddler to be aware of something on that side of me, maybe there's an alligator, or maybe there's something in the water, or a hazard, or whatever it may be, whatever I want that paddler to look at, I'm going to point to my eyes and then point to the direction I want them to look. So look over there. Look over there, right? So that's just look or scout. Make sure you're aware of what's, trying to get that paddler's focus on something that's in their immediate area. The next one is walking fingers, right? So you just, these, right? Move your hand and your arm all the way across your body, just like this, like the yellow pages, right? I think that was the thing that had the little hand walking, right? So that is it, walking fingers, okay? And what that means is you're going to have to get out and portage your kayak. Okay? And by portage, I mean you're going to have to walk or drag that kayak across an obstacle or something like that. Okay? And that is your, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 signals. So that is 8 signals. There's, excuse me, 5 paddle signals and 5 hand signals. Okay? So that is how you communicate on the water without actually having to speak a word. So please learn these. Teach everybody that you go kayaking or paddling or angling or fishing with. Teach them these. These are very simple to learn. They're very easy to know, and you can lock these in your memory pretty easily. Just practice them. Know them. Keep a card on you. You can write it. You can watch this video before you go out every time. Whatever you need to do, but just learn these paddle signals. They can actually help you and help somebody else. So again, we're going to go over these real quick. I'm going to go over this one. All right. Again, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop, right? It's a motion up and down, okay? You want the paddler to back up this way, back up, all right? If you want them to move in that direction, angle that blade up, tell them to go in that direction. You want to move that direction, angle this blade up, move in that direction. All clear, straight up and down, right? I like a little movement with it, all right? And then help. Help is this. The top blade is the key here, right? Even if you have just half of a paddle, if your paddle comes apart, you can take a half a paddle and wave it, just like this. I need help, okay? This, I'm okay. You got it. This, look over there. Look over there, right? Or look over there. You want them to look at something in that direction. And then the walking fingers, right? That means you're going to have to get out and portage that kayak or get out and drag that kayak for some reason across something. All right, so that is it. That is your tips and tricks on paddle and hand signals from me, Donald Dem, right here at Floating Feathers Kayak Fly Fishing School. And please tune in every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Central for more tips and tricks on paddling, kayaking, fly fishing, and fly fishing from kayaks. Until next time, tight lines and safe paddles.